Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Now, literally at the time of doing this reading, Jupiter is about to stand still. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, of good luck, of positivity. It's been in retrograde, and that can mean all kinds of things. It doesn't necessarily mean negativity, but Jupiter stands still today at the time of this reading, and if you are drawn to this reading, then whether you come to it today or in a year's time or 3 months time or 3 weeks time, there will be a message here for you. Trust your intuition. If a reading comes to you, you will be guided to it. So welcome everyone, welcome to those of you who are returning, and welcome to anyone new. Now, we have 3 cards and 3 beautiful crystal wands for you to choose from to help to navigate to the pile that may be speaking to you the most. Sometimes it's more than one. And because of this shift in energy, we are asking, what is this kind of blast of positivity going to mean for you? The energy is shifting. It's going to start moving forwards. So what is this going to bring for you? What's coming for you? Let's find out. So let's have a look at our cards. Our first card for pile 1, we have Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. This is your card. And you have the Jade Wand. Okay, this is what it looks like. Now for pile 2, we have Squirrel Spirit. Believe in yourself. This is for pile 2. And this is sitting with the beautiful Rose Quartz Wand. Okay, and lastly, but definitely not leastly, we have for pile 3, we have Grasshopper Spirit. Take a leap of faith. This is for pile 3. And this is sitting with the Lapis Lazuli wand. Okay, you can see that. So whether you prefer to choose by the picture or on the image, the energy of the card or the crystal, these are your 3 readings for you today. If the cards are really singing to you, I always do put the cards, a list of them in the description box along with the timestamps, so you can find everything really, really easily. Now, my beautiful souls, I will leave the camera running for a few minutes longer just to give you a little bit longer if you want. And if you need even more longer, you can always press the pause button. Thank you so much for being here. It's a real honor to read for you, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. So what major blast of positivity is arriving for you as we experience the shift and the movement forwards of the energy of positivity? Now Koi Fish Spirit says there is always enough. I'm actually seeing this one and also this one too for you. And let us see. Oh, there is your card, absolutely flying out from the base of the pack. Let's look at your oracle cards first. You have Solar Calm, Clarify. You have Sun Source. Okay, this is making some sense to me already. You have the Morrigan, Death and Rebirth. You have Forest, Finding the Path. And you also have Old Woman of Dreams, the Maker of Visions. Gosh, this is a really big turning point for you, my beautiful ones. And then we have Attention, Resistant, Surrendered. can you believe this? Can you see this koi fish spirit? Just look what is around her head. She has the koi fish swimming around her head. This is just amazing. This is absolutely amazing to get this card showing up. I mean, wow. Absolutely incredible. Your story is really clear here. Okay, I think you have been stretched. Now, whether this is energy or it's resources, whether it's time, whether it's money, finances, I think you've managed, like just about, to eke your way through something, but I think you've been under huge pressure. And yeah, whether this is money, energy, you have been under pressure. There's no question of it. Now, you've been under pressure to the point where it's been really, really hard to feel that you can actually relax. And I get that. I think it's a really human thing. However, however much we are following our spiritual pathway, we just make sure that is focusing for you. Whenever we are, however much we are following that spiritual pathway, however much we know that where our attention goes is what we are creating, that's really difficult. If you are under pressure, if you feel really pushed into a corner, or stuff isn't delivering and you're really, really wondering how you're going to get through, the next day, will you have enough energy to do this? Will you have enough money to get through to the end of the month? This kind of stuff. It's very difficult not to place your attention on that, even though we know, it's better to focus on, what we want, to focus on the light, but that's really hard. We literally can feel like we're in the dark. And the more that we get into that kind of mindset, the harder it is to remain calm, the harder it is to see our way through this, to see which pathway to take. I think this is extraordinary, the fish swimming around, really a very Piscean energy, very Neptunian energy, and, very interesting at the time of doing this reading that Neptune is about to move from Pisces into Aries, and this is a biggie, for us collectively. We're going to see quite a lot of perceptions dissolve. I think there is the potential for confusion around at the moment, but also great spiritual insight as well. This is the higher and lower vibration of the energy. Now, whenever you come to this, what this is telling us is, I think around you there is an anxiety that there won't be enough, or you are feeling pushed into the corner, so to speak. What your reading is also saying is that this is about to change, okay? I'm seeing with the planets aligning, now literally, isn't it interesting? We see this alignment here. At this moment in time, we have a remarkable alignment of planets in the sky that are visible to us. Jupiter stations direct, so and is now going to move forwards. Even though there's a little bit of the shadow energy for a few weeks yet, we are going to see the energy of expansion, positivity, moving forwards. We have the Old Woman of Dreams, the Maker of Visions. We have the Morrigan, Death and Rebirth. And Sun, Source Energy. I think you are going to get your vitality back. I think you are going to be able to re-find your calm, your center. I think you're going to be able to realign your energy and kind of work out which way to go from here. In fact, I think you will be shown which way to go from here. And this is a very big shift in energy. A very, very, very big shift indeed from moving. It is literally like the opposite. It's like it is that change of direction from moving in a place where you just feel like nothing is working out to a place when your dreams and your visions begin to to form. It is as if you have the backing of the universe, whereas perhaps there has been this sort of reverse energy going on, which has been really tricky for you. Let's draw your tarot cards and see what else we're shown here, because I can see the shift. I can see that this is going to happen, but I'm curious to know what circumstances are going to bring this about. How will this land in your world? What's actually coming for you to sort of like actually know this, to feel it? May we please ask for additional information about this for my pile 1, please? Okay, I'm seeing this. Also seeing that one and that one. And that one too. And that one. I know there is more. We'll just have a little shuffle and see. It's that one there. Okay, let's look at your cards and see what we are shown. So 5 of Cups. Oh my goodness me. Here we are in a place of disappointment. Gosh, for some of you, frustration, but disappointment. Maybe some things really did feel like they were falling apart for some of you. But you've really, really persevered. Fair play to you. I feel like you have done battle over this. You've done battle to be where you are. I think you've stayed the course, and it has been a seriously big, tough call. And for some of you, you have even chosen to put something down and move away from it with the 8 of Cups. We then have the 2 of Swords. Okay, yeah, I see where you are now. The 10 of Wands. We have the King of Swords. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay, bear with me while I move these along a little bit. Make sure everything can be seen properly for you. Then we also have the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Okay, this is really, really very cool. Right, I'm seeing you literally being able to let go of your fears with the 9 of Wands here. It's a new dawn. Even the house here in the background. Can you see that the house here is like a rooster? It's like a house on legs. Something is moving. It's shifting. It's literally, it's going to get up and walk. It's going to move on. Ace of Wands. This is empowerment. This is the start of something. We'll ask for a bit more information possibly if we need it. But let's, first of all, I feel like I'm being shown your story. And I think something has been, I think you've had to really, really, really struggle to keep going, if I'm truly honest. And I just want to really honour that. Gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. It's really, I think you've had to work so, so hard. So, so hard to come through this. I really, really do. But the 10 of Wands, this is behind you now. This is the turning point, the death and rebirth point. Something that has felt like a major burden is about to blossom. Okay, it's about to bear fruit, something you've had to work through. So we do have information here actually. Yeah, something that you have, I think something that you thought, this is very interesting, you're reading Pile 1, something that you had almost given up on. You know, something that you've really worked hard on, you'd almost given up on it, almost honestly thought, this is never going to happen. I think it's literally about to rebirth. This is the moment. This is the turning point. Like the phoenix rising from the ashes here. Yeah, this is going to be moving from a point of conflict, difficulty, not quite knowing what to do next. It's literally going to rise. It's going to happen. You had almost given up on this. That's the flavour I get here. You really, really had. You had honestly almost walked away. You had really, really thought, I'm never, ever, ever going to make this. This is just ain't happening. You know, why am I think you will have gone through maybe some of these kind of thinking patterns, like, why am I still persevering with this? Why am I trying to make it happen when it clearly isn't happening? I think you may have really given yourself quite a bit of a hard time, and yet you have persevered. You may have checked in with readings that have really encouraged you to keep going, and yet you will have yet come up against yet another obstacle and really questioned whether this was right. Yeah, you have had to sort of almost like fight your way to the top here, but this is the turning point where it starts to seriously happen. Your energy is revived. You begin to see the clarity of direction. It's like the pathway ahead is revealed to you. The pathway opens. You can put all this behind you. All of these hiccups, all of these challenges, you can put them behind you. The energy shift, I think, is literally bringing this turnaround, which I think is amazing, actually. Absolutely amazing. This is wonderful, because I think, honestly, I really did think you had reached that sort of almost like that point of no return. Why am I doing this? And yet you have kept going. Yeah, this is the point when everything, all of your hard work is about to pay off. And the energy moves it forwards. You can put all the troubles behind you, all of this being stretched, whether this is financially, your energy, your time, your energy, your resources, in every way. And you start to move forwards towards, your dreams becoming actualized. This is really beautiful. It really, really is. I wonder if there is anything else that Spirit wishes to share with you. Let's draw some more cards and ask. Let's use a lovely little Avalon Oracle pack. I say Oracle pack. They have beautiful images and lovely words on the back of these cards. Okay, here is your first card. Let me read you what it says on the back. They're flying out for you. Okay, this says, reawaken your intuition. Allow your emotions to ebb and flow like the cycle of nature's seasons. Clarify, solar calm, next to source energy. I think you have been so tense with what's been going on. It's almost put you in a place where you're so... there's so much tension in you that it's been really, really quite hard to be able to relax enough, almost to be able to receive the guidance that Source wishes to bring you. But that is changing. That is about to change. That's part of this shift. Here are your other two cards. We have this beautiful one. Look at the fertility in her hair. And look at this, the sword rising. I love that the King of Swords here, the Phoenix rising from the ashes, has this really strong sword in his, I guess, his talons. Okay, let's read your messages. This says, love yourself for the courage you've shown to arrive at your best version today. I just think that says it all. Ooh, that's giving me goosebumps again. I honestly think that just says it all. It tells you everything about you. How amazing are you? And then we have, be led by your own inner soul light. Healing and enlightenment are within. Gosh, I think you've really turned a corner here. My dear ones, you have really turned a corner. The energy shift is turning the corner with you. Instead of feeling like you are constantly doing battle just to try, and I do think you felt really pushed into a corner. Everything is to open up for you. And really, I don't think I can say any more. I think the cards are saying everything. Your messages are saying everything. There is a freedom here of movement, of energy. This is the turning point with Jupiter shifting in energy. And if you are coming to this in 6 months or a year, whenever you come to it, there is an energy shift going on around you, and something that you honestly really, really questioned whether or not you could actually keep going. It is about to do a complete turnaround, and you can put it behind you. This is wonderful. For some of you, it could even be health issues. Health issues, energy, money, your reserves, all of the stuff of the physicality of your world. Something that has been draining you will now feed you. So this is absolutely a beautiful shift in the energy, and I actually feel like I'm feeling very parental. Actually, I want to say I feel really proud of you for doing this, because it's seriously hard to keep going when the energy feels like it's just working against you. So beautiful souls, my hat goes off to you. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you, dear ones, for being here. So much. Thank you when you let other people know about the channel. That is so helpful because more people can come and check in on the readings. Thank you for subscribing. It really does help us to keep going, helps me to keep putting free stuff into the world. Thank you all so much for being here. And beautiful souls, I look forward to seeing you for some other readings soon. Tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So you have the squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. I am seeing this one and this one and this one for you today. We're going to draw your oracle cards first, and then we will draw tarot cards as well. We are asking about this major shift. Oh, you've got 3, 4 from this pack. I'm just going with it. I am going with it. It's very interesting. We're just really asking, what is coming to you? How is this kind of shift in the energy, this blast of positivity coming in to assist you on your journey? What do you need to know? Is this going to restore faith, actually, in some element of your faith in yourself, perhaps? Let's check out your cards and find out. We have the Isle of Women, Women's Mysteries. We have the Morrigan. This came out in pile 1. If you were drawn to pile 1, I strongly suggest that you do check it out. We have the Call. Okay, this is very interesting. Yes, believe in yourself. Investigate, tension, and digest, and structure. Oh, and then we have the card of Destiny. Oh gosh, this is pretty huge. Actually, let's put this over here. We have, okay, so Saturn, structure. So we had Scorpio, investigate, semi-square, square, semi-square, quincunx. Saturn, structure, Virgo, digest. Okay, right. With this shift in the energy, my dearest ones, my beautiful Moon Magic Super Souls, I think you're going to receive an offer. Now, when it arrives, I think you need to not just snap it up, but I think you need to really read it, digest it, process it. Okay? Now, I think you may be, you may find yourself in a place with this square, semi-square, quincunx, where you kind of, like, this is a major gift. It's something you really, it's an offer that will enable you to do something that you really want to do. The challenge that I think comes with this expansion, and it is a major life-changing expansion. It's going to enable you to restructure your world. It's going to enable you to, your world is going to change because of this offer. It could not be clearer. It's part of your destiny. This is actually, it's arriving because it's part of your destiny. This is meant to happen. However, when this arrives, I think you will be in a position where you would almost want to just snap it up. You go, oh, wow, they want me. Someone wants me. Someone's reached out. Somebody wants me. This is amazing. This is what I want. And this is actually suggesting that you read it really carefully and digest it first. Investigate it, because if one person is making you an offer, I guarantee there'll be somebody else out there who will equally want you and want to make you an offer. Offers, like this very rarely come on their own unless you are genuinely fixed that you only know. It would be like if you've written your book and you are totally fixed that there is a specific publisher that you want to you want to be with them. That's your dream. It's your big dream. You've always wanted to be with that particular publisher. You've set your heart on it. That's the one you've been visioning in for years and years. You get an offer. For others of you, it would be the equivalent of getting an offer. But you know what? If one publisher wants you, I guarantee others will want you. So it's kind of worth reading through, digesting and investigating what other possibilities there are. If you have an idea and you need to partner up with someone, or you're looking for funding for something, somebody says, yeah, I'm totally happy to jump on board. I'll offer you this amount of money for 10% of your business. or something, I don't know, 20% of your business. Well, if that person is so eager to offer you 20%, this money for 20% of your business, somebody else will be. And you may actually find that you can kind of not exactly bid them against each other, but you really do need to read this through and digest it, basically. And if this is the dream deal with the one and only connection that you've always, always, always wanted, it's still worth reading it through, because actually you might want to go back and say, look, this is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm truly honoured. But could we kind of just go through some of the details, because this is a fantastic offer, but I kind of think I might need a little bit more than this, or, this is about getting into the detail here. And within this, it's about believing in yourself and trusting in the divine guidance. You have something here that you can birth into the world, whatever it may be. This idea could be a project. It could be the spark of an idea. It could be a product. It could be an invention. It could be a book. It could be but whatever it is for you. I think this is largely work related with squirrel energy. Squirrels are always busy working. Even when they're playing, they're working. But I think what comes into play here is this sort of tension between the bit of you that just wants to snap it up because it feels like, wow, I've got an offer, versus the part of you that Spirit is saying to you, you have something amazing to birth into the world. So let's get down to this and think about digesting this properly, reading it through, and really thinking about the details. It may be this offer is right for you, but it could be that there is another better one. Okay, for some of you, you may even get more than one offer, in which case you might be sitting there thinking, oh no, both of these look absolutely amazing. In which case, there's a need to digest, investigate and digest, look at them really closely. What are you actually being offered here? Check it out, my lovely pile twos. Your reading is clear as the day, actually. It really is. Now, I'm going to draw your tarot cards to find out a bit more about this. But this is very much going to restructure your world. It's going to transform your world. You have something very special with the Isle of Women. Something very, very, very unique and very special. It's almost like a secret, an understanding of something that hasn't been understood or seen before, hence the invention potential. Let's draw cards, see what else we are shown. May we get more information about this, please, for my pile twos. May we please have more information about this offer. It's coming with the shift in the energy. Okay, this is what's opening up the energetic space for you. I'm seeing these. I'm seeing this one. Okay, I'm seeing those two. That one. And also that one there. Okay. We have Nine of Swords. You are trying to make a decision. And it's a tricky one. It's tricky. Nine of Swords is a, oh, what do I do energy, isn't it? We can tangle ourselves up in our own mind. Two of Wands, which way do you go? Look at you looking, but this is really clear. Look in both directions. This gives you options. This is a moment when you have choices, okay? And with the Three of Coins, look at these kind of masked figures in the background. Again, there's two masked figures, which one do you take? But look at the smile, you take the one that's right for you. This is not a time to get hung up on, oh, how marvellous that somebody wants me. Believe in yourself. Of course they want you. Why wouldn't they want you? You're amazing. So on that basis, really think about who do you want to collaborate with Three of Coins? Which is the best collaboration for you? This is your choice, okay? This also came out in pile one. So if you're drawn to pile one, check it out. Yeah, what is the right one for you? This is actually your choice. And any fears you may have that an offer will be removed or you have to take it quickly, just seriously don't buy into that one. This is life-changing, so investigate, take your time, it's important. So amazing, we have two kings, King of Swords, King of Wands, and look at this. We have the Fool. Okay. We have the Moon. Love it. And we have the Page of Wands. Look at the way you are seriously charging ahead here. Okay. So just take your time. There will be a bridge to cross. This also came out in pile 1, I think, pretty much. I think so. Anyway, there's a bridge to cross. Let's not tune into pile 1's energy. Do check it out if that feels right for you. This is really clear. It's time for, this is giving you a really, really new start. It's giving you a fresh start. It's giving you exactly what you need to move forwards on a pathway that is going to be absolutely exciting, creative, energized. It really does. It crosses a bridge for you in some way, shape or form. It takes you from a place where, and this is the self-doubt. It is interesting because I think it takes you from a place where maybe you thought you'd never get that deal to a place where it's like, oh wow, you know, actually people really want me. People really want what I'm doing. People really want what I say. So, you know, they want to hear what I say. I'm actually worthy. People are looking for me. So truly, I think this is quite amazing, really. I mean, I know we are sitting in this wonderful shift of positivity, which is what we're asking about. So we're going to get positive readings because we're asking about positivity. But the honest truth is, this is incredible. This is a major, major offer of something. That's absolutely it. It will transform your world significantly. It will enable you to restructure your very existence. This is great. This is, I don't know what more to say, truly. I think we should draw some little oracle cards. A little Avalon pack that I'm using today, which have beautiful images but also wonderful words on the back. Now, let's draw these cards. This is it. I don't think there's anything else to say. It's so clear. There will be an offer of something. And I think, but you are being advised. Don't just assume it's the only one and just take it. Really, really check it out and investigate it. Digest it properly. And as you digest it, rather than wobbling and think, oh, I better do this, you know, indecision, I better take it or I might not get a better one. Just process this on the basis of they want you. They want your idea. They want your project. They want what you are doing. You know, you are hot. You are a hot commodity here. You are a desired commodity. This is, people want you. Somebody wants you more than one, and more than one person will want you. So hold that space in mind and really think about how you navigate this. Let's draw some more cards. Okay, we have 3 coming through for you. Right, your first card. Look at this beautiful woman. She's got a real warrior energy about her. It says, have faith in yourself and in higher powers. They lead you in dark times, even when you feel you've lost guidance. Yeah, some of you may really, really feel like this is, you might, what you might experience right now before the offer comes. You may really be wondering how you're going to see this forwards. But I think the offer is a really good one. You may also feel very conflicted. There is also an element here, potentially, I suppose, of if there's more than one, you know, which one do you reject? Be interesting, isn't it? If you're an author and you've sent off numerous manuscripts to different publishers and you keep getting rejections, and it's really hard. Though, you know, I always go back to thinking about Harry Potter, which was rejected just so many times it was untrue, and then look what happened. You know, I think that you will find it really difficult to say no to someone. So you get 2 really good offers, for example. Which one do you take? You know, you've got to say no to one of them. You can't do them both. And I think it will give you a hard time a little bit because you're so deeply caring and you know what it feels like to receive a rejection. It's like you don't want to say no to either. But you kind of have to say yes to one. You've got to say no to the other. And I think there is this energy around. But just do what's right for you. we have surrender yourself to the flow of life and see how you can influence your future. Keep moving forwards and your life's purpose will manifest. Isn't that beautiful? And quickly, I think you have two swallows or swifts. I think it's an energy of swiftness, and the horse. I'm seeing empowerment here. If you are at this moment in time kind of wondering and feeling like this will never happen, or you're in that state of worrying about it, or you've sent off a manuscript and you haven't heard back yet, I mean, that can take weeks and weeks and weeks. You know, it can sit on someone's desk or in someone's email box for weeks before they read it. So you could just be sitting there thinking, well, it's not coming. Just hold that light, because this is really suggesting this will come. And swiftly. And our last card. On your soul's journey, you need to lose yourself so you can find yourself again. Follow your dreams, destiny. Past or future focused, be in the present. Okay. This is very interesting because it's adding another layer to your reading, actually, my sweet souls. I think some of you are in that zone where you are very focused on where you've come from and all the negatives, feeling like, let's say you've just had 26 rejections and wondering whether you'll ever get a yes. Also versus looking ahead and desperately wanting the change in circumstances but feeling quite stuck in the present. Now, remember, this is a shift in energy where things start to move forwards. And when I'm doing these readings literally on the day that Jupiter stations direct. When Jupiter stations direct, when any planet stations direct, the intensity is profound. You know, we feel the intensity, and, you know, then we feel the forward motion as gradually, it's almost, I always see it like cogs and wheels that have got to get going, like a gigantic locomotive. You know, if it kind of slows down, it's got to really grind to a halt and stop before it can sort of start to manage to move either backwards or ground to a halt and then move forwards. There's a whole kind of shifting of energy going on. In that moment, which is possibly where you are right now, it's quite hard, or all you might be feeling is the intensity rather than the forward motion. But the forward motion is coming, and this reading is really, really acknowledging that in no uncertain terms. I'm going to follow this through for you and just draw a few more cards to get a sneaky peek into the future, because I think it's really important in these moments that we really hold that vision. Even though this is such an affirmation, it truly is. May we ask of a sneaky peek into the future as to where this is going. Okay, so we can see that we've got the Hanged Man. Can see that things maybe are feeling as though they have not moved forwards, followed by the High Priestess, which is telling you that there is divine timing involved here. We see you then moving forwards, moving away from this situation, something that is not working for you, and the Queen of Swords with great determination, knowing exactly what you want, where you're going, and I kind of want to say being extremely focused and back on track here. Very, very clear. Yeah, there is this sort of process to go through. Trust you are being guided, my dear ones, because what is coming is going to be exceptional. But I do feel it will sort of, at the time, whenever you come to this reading, I feel when you come to it, there will be a kind of a process to go through, which also involves digesting and exploration, to be able to then kind of move forwards with clarity. But there's guidance coming in here. You know, I think that the High Priestess is bringing an energy. It's the same with the moon here, where we see her crossing this bridge. The moon can take us into quite a deep emotional place. But I think it also illuminates. Part of the journey for you is to really learn to hold faith and believe in yourself. I think that's a big part of what's going on in this sort of underlying lesson of soul growth, is to really believe in yourself. And what is coming is going to enable you to believe in yourself. Absolutely big time. It's just that I don't think it's with you yet. That's what I'm going to say at this point. But this is your destiny, and this is absolutely going to arrive. Pile 2, this is your reading. Thank you for being here, beautiful souls. If you are sitting in the zone, which I think some of you are right now, of sort of thinking, gosh, how will it ever get off the ground? I am sending you the biggest hug and all the encouragement in the world. I am seeing that here for you. It's just got to go through this sort of process. And this is about holding that light and knowing that the energy is shifting on your behalf. It's coming. This is coming to you. Beautiful souls, tons of love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting your friends know, your family and everyone know about the channel. You know, this really, really does help to let people know about the readings here. Thank you for liking, for, as I said, for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Subscribing also really does help the channel and helps me to continue to put free stuff into the world. I am sending you so much love, and I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings really, really soon. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. So what is the energy of positivity? What's this major blast of positivity coming in for you? What is literally going to be happening for you? How is the energy shift affecting you? What is it bringing? I am seeing this and this one as well for you. Okay, let's have a look at your oracle cards first. Beautiful, very positive, very interesting readings. I guess they were going to be positive because we're asking about positive energy, but nevertheless, you know, they are not without depth, that's for sure. So you have the Banshee, the keening woman. Okay. You have Shilana-gig, fertility and creativity. You have Cliff, standing on the edge. You have the 6th house, sustainability. You have the 3rd house, communication. And you have Capricorn, achieve. You also have creatress. And the duality of this card is either feeling uninspired or feeling ultimately creative. Take a leap of faith. Okay. What I see in your reading is that there is something. Look at this cliff standing on the edge. Take a leap of faith is a bit like the Fool card. It's like, you know, just, are you going to take that risk? Are you going to go for it? Are you going to hear that calling? You know, are you going to hold back or are you going to go for it? Everything here is about creativity. Now, the keening woman as well. This is, so we have an opportunity to transform something here. I think this energy shift is creating a window of opportunity, and I think it may come in the form of a communication. Now, this could be a communication with spirit, with source, or it could be like a communication with your higher self, or it could be a communication that literally arrives, like an email or something like that. An email, a letter, a conversation. It could even be a random conversation where you're out in the street, you know, or when you go shopping and you end up, we're sitting on a train and you end up having a conversation with someone, and it's like something they say sparks something in you. And it's like, wow, you know, I would love to do that. But then you're kind of in this zone of, but it's like, do I, don't I? So I am seeing this shift, this major blast of positive energy that's going to then move forwards, gather momentum. I am seeing it bringing you something that you could actually genuinely do, and it is achievable. This is something you may not feel like you can do it, and it may not feel like it's a very safe option, and you may feel like it's a big risk. The irony is, I think it's very sustainable in the long run. I think it will arrive, and it's very, very sustainable. I think it can really kind of be with you in a really good way. I think it can help you to, I mean, it just, everything aligns. It's almost as though it's one of those moments when creativity flows, you get an idea, and the moment you actually commit to it, everything kind of falls into place. The right people show up at the right time and the right things just happen, but you've kind of got to make that commitment. Because of the Banshee, the keening woman, and the standing on the edge of the cliff. I mean, this is a card of some. The Banshee she's someone who mourns the dead. She helps us to cleanse. She helps us to let go of something. So it may be you are letting go of. Yeah, what are you letting go of? Letting go of some feeling that you just can't move forwards. I think let's ask, actually, before I dive in further with that, what is it you're letting go of? I'm seeing an opportunity come here to you. It is a communication. It feels like it is a gift. It opens up a creative spark. It is something that's genuinely achievable for you. And yet, I mean, maybe the problem is that you do have to let go of something in order to grasp this, to take that risk. Or maybe it just feels like it is such a big risk, and yet it feels like it's got a lot of sort of like fool energy, you know, the card of the fool, wanting to take that risk, but also, you know, it would mean letting go of perhaps a safe but stifled kind of zone. But anyway, let's draw more cards and see what we're shown in your tarot. You know, what is this? What needs to be let go of, or what is around pile 3? At this precise moment of this reading, or that could hold pile 3 back from embracing and going with it, you know, embracing this opportunity. So we have Judgment, and we have a monkey here. Okay, we have Queen of Coins, 3 of Cups, 2 of Wands, we have the Hierophant, and then we have the Empress, which is a card of fertility. Let's move your cards along. I think we can get that in. Okay. Okay. I feel like what is actually holding you back, this communication, somebody or something is communicated to you, and it's a genuine opportunity here. Now, I don't have an indication as to whether it is specifically about love or work, or, you know, it could be a connection to some kind of a relationship. But whatever it is, if I just talk about the general energy first, and we may draw some more cards around what it is, but, you know, I actually think you possibly already know what this is, some of you. And I think it's a real opportunity for you. And I think a part of you knows that you just want to take it. This is this energy of the Fool, wanting to launch into it. I think you are really worried about the judgment of others. That's what's going on here. I think you know what you want. And if this hasn't come to you already, it will be coming to you soon. And I think you are worried about what other people will think. Almost like if you had, for example, if you had been going through a process of grieving and then completely out of the blue, you were to meet someone new. And actually, you're fearful of what will other people think if I launch into a new relationship. You know, will they think I should still be grieving? Would they think that it's okay? Or will I be judged? Will I be criticized? You know, this could be like a job offer abroad. I could see you wanting to travel. I could see an opportunity for you to go somewhere else, a creative start. But will you be judged for it? I think there's a lot of fear of judgment here. That's what I see here. I think a part of you really wants to commit. I think you know what you want. I think it feels like this could be an amazing opportunity. You really want to commit to it, but you are fearful of what people think, of whether people are critical of the fact that you've gone for something that feels, I would venture to say, alive and passionate and creative. but not necessarily safe, but safe at the moment, I think for you would feel stifled. And that is what this shift in energy is bringing. So this circumstance could be around you. Some of you will know what it is already. For others, maybe it has not yet arrived. But when it does, if it is something that's around you that is currently just sitting there, hovering as a possibility, it's like something happens, a communication that makes it potentially real for you. With Capricorn energy, you could do this. You could actually take action and do this. It would be like, if you've been chatting to somebody abroad and they've been talking about working abroad or something like that, and then suddenly they're like, hey, there's an opening over here, why don't you come? You'd be perfect for the job. It would be amazing, be so good to have you on board. And you're like, whoa, what will people think? Perhaps there are people around you who would prefer you to stay as you are. This is what I'm seeing here. And so there's this whole debate, do I, don't I? And yet I think you really, really want to. And that's what I'm actually seeing here. You want to, and that is what this energy is bringing you, a real opportunity to actually act on this and to act on something and take it forwards. Do you or don't you? Let's ask if we can be given any further information and guidance, kind of about taking the step. Now we know a bit more about it. I think the reason you are hesitant is it's to do with judgment. Judgment, or what people would think, or there may be people around you who would be critical or have an investment in you staying as you are. Okay, may we ask for more information and guidance about taking the leap for my pile 3, please? Okay, we have the 9 of Cups. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 4 of Swords. This is really tough. This is a tough call for you. We have the Death card. And we have the 4 of Wands. Okay, right. This also would be like, what if you meet somebody? I mean, for example, if you were mourning. I use that as an example. What if you were to meet someone and you were mourning, and then you think, what will people think if I go off and I'm happy? You may even, if you've actually lost somebody, you might even think, if you lost somebody and you thought this was the love of your life, and there's an opportunity for a new relationship, and you think, well, gosh, how would that person feel? Actually, I don't believe anybody would not want you to be happy. That comes across very strongly here. You're really tangled in what somebody else would think. Fear of disappointing someone, fear of being, you are tangled in this, fear of being seen as the baddie, and yet you want this. This is something you want to commit to, whatever it is. This could be like meeting somebody and maybe your family have a very specific view of the kind of person that you should be with, or your friends, and you could even be in a relationship and you've met someone, and I mean, that's not showing up specifically, but my goodness me, it's made you really reflect on perhaps where you are is not right for you. Something is showing you something different, a different possibility. But it's a challenge for you to embrace it, even though I feel like every bone in your body wants to. You want to make that commitment. Yes, that's what I see here. Wow. And it may not be a relationship. As I said, it could be a job. Do you up sticks and leave your location? Do you leave the security of something when you just know this sounds amazing, it just looks right, and yet everyone would be like, well, why would you do that? I just feel you're tangling yourself in knots. Let's get a bit more. I was going to draw some oracle cards there, but let's get a bit more, and just a bit more from the tarot, and follow this through for you. Could we just have any additional guidance, how this might pan out? We have the 9 of Swords, which is an interesting card. And all these cards have come out. We have the 9 of Swords and the Page of Swords. We have the 2 of Cups. Look at these two, hand in hand. How beautiful. We have the King of Wands. We have the Chariot. And we have Temperance, a card of balance, of harmony, of guided relationships. Right. I'm going to say, whoever you feel you might be disappointing, they'll get over it. Honestly, I think they will get over it, and I think for sure you might get an initial reaction, but to be honest with you, I think literally so soon, this would be like, this would be like, what if you have a really best friend and you've known each other all your lives? And you always said as children, I'll never leave. We'll live here together. We'll always look out for each other. We'll be there for each other. And now suddenly you have the job offer of a lifetime, but it's on the other side of the world. And you desperately want to go. Or you've met the love of your life, or somebody who could be the love of your life, and you want to go to the other side of the world. It's got this sort of like leaving something, challenging something, someone being disappointed. And initially, it's like let's say you tell your best friend, and they immediately burst into tears. They have this immediate reaction. But within 2 hours, they're knocking on your door and saying, do you know what? I just want you to be happy. This is so right for you. I can see this is right for you. I feel like you get their blessing. It's like, go on, go for it. Just go for it. I want you to be happy. And everything is then in harmony. It's in balance. I think you could get that initial response, but I honestly think literally this would be like, you walk away and you think, oh gosh, now I've upset someone. I'm terribly worried about it. And literally by the time you've even walked home, you're 10 minutes away. By the time you walk home, the phone's ringing and they're like, can we talk? I totally want you to do this. I know you're going to be happy. I just want you to be happy. You meet up. Everything's totally cool. This is what I see here. So I think your fears are unnecessary around this. However, I get them, and I do think you may get an immediate response, but it will shift straight away. Straight away, you'll get do you know what? I know this is right. I just want this to be right for you. Go for it. Get going. Go on. I'm with you. That's what I see here. Whew, gosh, and I felt like I needed to take a breath, and I think that's how you'll feel. It will be like, whoa, that's a relief. I'm seeing these two cards coming out from our lovely little Avalon pack. We have these two beautiful women. Isn't it interesting? One looks very young, very nymph-like, and one has a crown on her head. Let's read the messages on the back. Let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. Couldn't say more, could it? I'll just read that again to you. Let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. And the other, be enchanted with your life's potential. Seek and find, know and discover. If this is a real go for it, go and find out. How are you going to know if you don't do it? You'll never know. Pile 3. Wow, amazing. This is your reading. I don't think I have anything else to say, but wow. And I am sending you so much love. Keep us posted. Let us know what's going on in the comments. And I am sending you the biggest hug ever. Thank you, all of you, so much for letting people know about the channel, sharing the readings with people. So, that really does help to put the word out there and for people to find the readings, and hopefully they find them helpful and useful. Thank you so much as well for subscribing. That really also helps the channel. It really makes a difference. And, that really does, again, it just helps me to keep putting free stuff into the world. So thank you so much. Beautiful souls, tons of love. And I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon.